This is one of the most haunted hotels in America.
The Congress Hotel. And this is me, about to walk in. Everything I could find about this place online makes it out to be some sort of super haunted building. And so that's why I'm trying to spend a night here to answer one simple question. Are ghosts real, or are people online just full of shit? Because I feel like most people who believe in ghosts are either too scared to go to these places, or they go into it wanting to prove that ghosts are real. And after filming this video and talking to hotel staff, I believe I have a lot of evidence to go through with you. The Congress Hotel is most known for being so scary because it's been the site of countless suicides. And perhaps the most notable ghost is the Shadow Man of the Congress.
Hello?
Legend has it, in the year 1900, a Spanish-American war veteran named Captain Louis Osheim stayed here for his wedding. Then, on the eve of his wedding, he inexplicably blew his brains out. He didn't even leave a suicide note. People think he was driven insane by the spirits lying within, and ever since, his ghost has been reported throughout the building. And when I first walked into the hotel, I immediately noticed how old the interior design was. I could definitely see why people thought this place was haunted. Aside from the Shadow Man, there are tons of different ghosts that haunt this hotel, and we're going to try and find them all. Walking to my room, I was a bit creeped out, but the moment I walked into my room, I just felt like there was no way this hotel could be haunted. Because it was a very normal hotel room. We had a king bed, a TV, a mini fridge, and an amazing view.
We even have this smart tablet sort of thing that comes with a lot of hotels. It's so modern, like I can't imagine this and a ghost being in the same room together.
At this point, I was getting pretty disappointed because I thought I had paid for a paranormal experience, but it looks like all I was getting was a normal night at a normal hotel. But then we went to explore the gold and Florentine rooms of the Congress Hotel. Legend has it that these rooms are haunted by the ghost of Teddy Roosevelt, an old woman wearing Victorian clothing, and the Hand of Mystery, which is a hand rumored to be sticking out of the drywall as a remnant of a worker who was accidentally sealed behind the wall during construction. And this part of the hotel was admittedly pretty creepy. There were empty hallways, escalators that led to nowhere, and the gold room itself seemed pretty menacing. But the moment I walked in, I couldn't help but notice the amazing interior design and architecture. I also couldn't find any ghosts. I was starting to suspect that this hotel was just old and slightly abandoned. I felt even more disappointed at this point in time, so I decided to talk to the bartender to see if he had any ghost stories during his time working here.
I heard some rumors that this hotel is haunted. Have you had any personal experiences with that?
Not me.
Have you heard any stories?
I think there are a few on the 12th floor, the 4th floor. Al Capone had a room in the 400, 401. That's what I know. But besides that, many stories on the internet, but I'm not sure if they are true.
So with that, we made our way to the Congress Hotel's South Tower. Online, people say that they've seen a ghost of a vagrant with a peg leg named Peg Leg Johnny, but of course, we couldn't find him. But we made sure to stop by room 441, where Al Capone had supposedly stayed.
This is the most haunted room in the Congress Hotel. People who've stayed here in the past say that they've woken up in the middle of the night to find a ghostly woman standing at the edge of their bed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get this room.
The bartender also mentioned the 12th floor, so we made sure to check that out. The story about this floor is that it's haunted by a little boy named Carl Langer. He was killed by his mother in a murder-suicide in 1939 when she opened a window and jumped out with him. His spirit is said to still wander the halls. Online, a security guard who worked at the hotel claims that he encountered Carl Langer himself. One night, he received a noise complaint about a little boy running back and forth throughout the hallways of the 12th floor, so he went upstairs to check it out for himself. Upon getting there, he didn't see anyone at first, but when he turned the corner of the hallway, he noticed a little boy standing at the far end who smiled at him and then vanished. Although I didn't see any ghosts, I have to admit that the 12th floor of the hotel was the most creepy. They had doors that didn't match each other, and the hallways got wide and inexplicably narrow in some parts. With all the ghost hotspots out of the way, we wanted to give the ghosts a chance to visit us instead. And we must have spent about 2.5 hours watching TV and eating dinner, and about another 9 hours just getting ready for bed and sleeping. And as you can see, there was no ghost activity whatsoever during those 11 or 12 hours. During checkout, I asked a woman about her experiences with the hauntedness of this hotel.
Is it true that this hotel is haunted?
No.
No, not true?
Just very old. We've been here a long time. We've never seen any.
And as you can see, I think this is the case with most places that are deemed to be haunted. They're probably just old, and so people are turned off by visiting, which in turn fuels this narrative of the place being haunted. And so I encourage you, if you're scared of ghosts, you should try and explore these places that are deemed to be haunted, because most likely nothing's going to happen and you're just going to be a better person coming out of it.